unleashed on a political weary citizens. Yes, democracy is based on the conviction that there are extraordinary possibilities in ordinary people. The ruling All Progressives Congress APC has formally named Plateau State Governor Simon Lalong as the DG of the Bola Tinubu Presidential Campaign Council. The party national chairman, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, announced the decision following a meeting with number one, President Muhammadu Buhari at State House, Abuja. Minister of State for Labor, Festus Keyamo, is the spokesman of the campaign council. The real deal is here, it would seem. The rhyme, the rhythm, the tempo, the intensity, and so on. But first, let's share a story by TVC's news senior correspondent, Femi Akonde. Femi, good evening to you. Welcome.
It is now common practice for the leadership of the All Progressives Congress to defer to the president on critical decisions and announcements within the party. This time they have come to tell President Buhari about the shape and form the presidential campaign will take ahead of next year's general election. The national chairman of the party, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, announced that the governor of Plateau State, Simon Lalong, is the director general of the party's presidential campaign, saddled with the responsibility to lead the party to victory at the polls.
The person who is going to be the DG, the Director General of the APC Presidential Campaign Organization, is His Excellency, seated by my left here, Governor Simon Lalong of Plateau State.
We are happy with it. That is why you see the leadership cadre, and we are able to confirm to you that we've had the buy-in of Mr. President, the leader of the party.
The leadership of the APC also puts to rest the controversy about the same-faith presidential ticket. They say the conversation should be about issues and not sentiments, and insists the combination of Asiwaju Tinubu and Kashim Shettima has sent jitters down the spine of the opposition.
I'm not a Christian candidate. I was not nominated as a Christian candidate. The party said I've been nominated because of my ability. You understand? My ability, I'm governor of Plateau. I didn't say I'm governor of Christians in Plateau.
Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has a track record of excellence. If you keep on swapping to throw stones at every dog that barks, you will not reach your destination. We will not threaten insult and lies and mischief. We have established track record of excellence. Let our opponents show what they have done in their respective states. Ladies and gentlemen, let's discuss issues.
This party is well structured. I am sure will not disappoint you.
The national chairman also doused claims that not everyone in the APC has lined up behind the Tinubu Shettima presidential ticket. He says the APC remains the most favored to get majority votes at the polls.
Every one of us has a duty inherent in his loyalty to the party to stand shoulder to shoulder with our candidate. Any result of that is sabotage, and we'll treat it as such.
With just about 6 months until the general election, the APC and its presidential campaign team must work hard to show Nigerians what the Tinubu Shettima ticket brings to the table in terms of ending insecurity, improving the country's economic fortunes, and the general well-being of citizens. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.
Many thanks, Femi. Lekon, you know, it said that politics is the second oldest profession on the earth. You know about the first. And so when it comes like this, you are not surprised anything is possible. And elections belong to the people. But so you expect the APC to sweet sell itself to the voter.
Yeah.
It's a tall order?
No. You just said it, that political parties are formed to advance advantages for themselves. So that what they are doing is nothing is wrong with that.
Yeah.
Now, I think right at this moment, what we need to look at are the personnel it's concluded the presidential candidate as well as the running mate to satisfy the Constitution. You must have a running mate before you can run for president or governor in Nigeria. That's what the Constitution says. Now, how do you bring home the oyster? This is the calibration that we are now looking at. And I think that regardless, despite the submissions of Governor Lalong, there is no doubt that cognition has been taken of religion in this setting. I'm not a member of APC, but I can draw my conclusions that at least, because what I'm talking about this region is that I spoke with a northerner who is a Christian. And so that I can hear more, I said, I really don't mind this Muslim ticket. And she now broke it down for me that the religion has been used as, if you like, that's not the exact word, but it's like a stigma.
You know, it's one of the major fault lines.
Thank you. So once you introduce yourself as a Christian in the North, you're already sidelined. The same way it was in the South. Once you say you are a Muslim, you remember the story of the British government. If you want to go to school and you're not a Christian, unless you agree to be a Christian in the colonial days. So that plays out. And I think they have tried to settle that with what they have done now.
Yeah, the politics is here.
However, the spokeswoman, the Hanatu, brilliant woman, and I read her submission online. I didn't even when I was coming here today. I read the thing. I think she has what it takes to do this job.
Yeah, it is so. It's here. I hear September is when you can go gaga, you know, but it's booting like your phone, you know. So we're almost hitting it.
Yes, by September, the campaigns will be officially flagged off in line with the Electoral Act. And we expect a lot of fireworks. There can be no doubting the fact that the choice of Governor Lalong is a strategic one. The Christians in the North, a good number of them are pained by the fact that Asiwaju didn't pick one of their own as his vice presidential, his running mate. As I've said repeatedly, the decision is for the candidate to take. And in taking such a decision, the candidate is guided by his desire to win. He thinks that the decision that he has taken will best lead him to victory. I know this is an emotive issue. People will ask the question, you are a Christian, why are you not attacking someone for a decision that he took on his own? If he loses the election, the greater chunk of the blame and the pain and anguish of losing
goes to
him.
Yeah.
Goes to the man who made the choice. So our people, a lot of them are getting themselves worked up unnecessarily over decisions that politicians make. If you made a Muslim your running mate, you have to think of one way to also make the Christians happy. And one of the things that he has done is to pick the chairman of the Northern Governors Forum in the APC as the man to lead the campaign. This is the only Christian governor from Northern Nigeria from the APC. from the APC, this is the only Christian
As we
governor.
sit here.
Yes, it's the only Christian governor. Because look at a state like Taraba, Taraba is PDP. From the APC, Lalong is the only Christian governor from the APC. And it will help the candidate to have someone like him lead his campaign, talk to his fellow Christians, and get them to realize that the party has not sidelined them. There are going to be other positions to share as we go on. Remember what Oshomole said recently? He said that he looked at the commissioners that worked with Asiwaju as governor of Lagos State. The preponderance of them were Christian. So this is not someone that you could accuse of religious bigotry or that. But I know that he's thinking of winning, and he thinks that that is the best way that he can push himself across the finish line. Time will tell whether that decision was right
or wrong.
It's just time that will be
But
able to
for
tell
me,
us what he's taking his decision.
Jide, I think the ado about the Muslim ticket should not arise. But again, I hear it's Nigerian.
Yes,
to go that way.
Oh yes, we live in not just dangerous times, but absurd times. There are those who would make so much noise about this for their own political gain. And as we have seen, some of the people who are very close to Asiwaju have turned against him just because of this decision. You know, people like Babashir Lawal. Babashir Lawal was among the first to encourage Asiwaju to contest the election. Babashir Lawal, people like Faleke, they were among the first to say, look, you can do it. But today, according to him, because he didn't choose a Christian. As I've said before, no matter how people will interpret anything I say, as I've said before, I long for that day when we will simply be focused on who can get the job done. Today, our economy is in crisis. People are not going to get out of that crisis. We are not going to get out of that crisis by some of the arguments that we create all over the place. The only way we can get out of the crisis is by voting for the right person. And in future, Nigeria should de-emphasize religion that has been dividing us over the years, de-emphasize ethnicity, and simply focus on competence. You know, in sports, when Amushan won that hurdles title, nobody was talking about where she came from. Everyone was happy. Yes, he's done Nigeria proud. He's honored our country. In football, you see a preponderance of Igbo boys representing our country. We are happy with them. It is when it comes to politics that we start.
Everybody remembers your DNA.
Blah, 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 where did they born that boy? Where was he born? This and that. And in the past, you and I have talked about this before, when we had Way and Gawan, both Christians. And nobody was talking about that. When we had a Jakonde
and a Jafojo,
both Muslim.
It really didn't matter. Okay.